What's up, Jaguar fans? So, I'm here sitting again. I told you every game that we lose, when I do the review, when the Jags are sitting, your boy's going to be sitting. Although, I will say I am not nearly as frustrated as I was last week. Although there is some frustrating points, more so heartbreaking points that I'm going to dive into in just a minute. But let me dive right into this. Let's start with the positives. They finally figured out how to hand James Robinson the football. The Jaguars were up 19-10 at one point, which if you would have told me that Saturday night, I probably would have told you that you were insane. If someone told me the Jaguars were up 19-10 with like 2 minutes left in the third quarter, I would have thought you were insane. I was the idiot, okay, after that drive when we gave the ball 8 times. I think 1 or 2 of those carries was to Carlos Hyde, but majority was the James Robinson show. I sat right in that chair, and I was like, oh my God, the Jaguars are going to win this game. Like, the defense is playing the best game that it could possibly play, considering no Roy Robertson Harris, no CJ Henderson, which I may make a separate video for that, or depending how I feel, I may rant about that later on in this video because I'm recording this on Monday morning. I didn't record my reaction last night. We didn't have those key defensive players, and the Jaguars were actually playing their best defensive game all year. Well, they did. They played their best defensive game all year, considering the circumstances and considering who they were playing against. This game is not on the defense. It's not on the defense at all. This game is on the fact that, unfortunately, as much as we love Trevor, I love Trevor, he's a rookie quarterback. Now, if Andrew Norwell doesn't do this, maybe it's a different game. I don't know. But that replay that's going around, and I know that everyone's seen it, I don't know what he's doing on that play, which led to the pick six. But even if J.J. Watt trucks him, even if he just gets in J.J. Watt's way even a little bit, I haven't seen it. Everyone's talking about how apparently DJ Chark was wide open down the field. So either Trevor can hit him down the field, or even if Trevor just kind of rolls out and maybe scrambles the other way, or even if he just throws it away, it's a game changer. It's the simple stuff. The Jaguars' offensive line has continued, at least in my opinion, to impress me. Our pass protection is miles better than I thought it would be this season, especially considering what we saw in the preseason. It's been really good. I'm really, really happy with it. I can't complain. Now, there were a couple times, you can tell, a couple blown assignment blocks. Chandler Jones was, a couple times he blew up James Robinson in the backfield, but the Cardinals are really good. Like, we expected, like, if there was going to be a day where Trevor Lawrence was harassed all game, it would probably be today. And I didn't really see that. So, and Cam Robinson at one point did get hurt, but was only out for a little bit and then ended up coming back. So, I mean, offensive line, you can't complain. And then when we wanted to get the running game going, we got it going. And I hope that's a trend that we continue throughout the season, because that's what we need. We need James Robinson for that one drive that we allowed him to do in the third quarter. We need him to do that for a full game and sprinkle in some play action with Trevor Lawrence hitting Visca, Marvin Jones, and eventually maybe that deep shot to DJ Chark will be open down the field. That's what we need to do. That's how you help your rookie quarterback. You don't help your rookie quarterback by being a spinning top and I don't even know what to say about that. So the positives. Kyler Murray didn't throw a touchdown. It's pretty good. The Cardinals, I never felt like until obviously after the pick six totally changed the game, obviously. I kind of felt like the game was over at that point. Like once the pick six happened, like all the momentum just went right back to Arizona. But let's talk about one more thing. And I'm really upset that I didn't get my reaction to it. So my last video, if you haven't watched my last video, excuse me, the Jaguars were in the red zone, and I was like, you know what? I wanted to get some live reaction videos on this channel. Week one, I didn't do it a whole lot because mostly I was just really pissed off throughout the whole game. The second week, I didn't watch the Jaguars live last week, so I really couldn't do that. This week, I wanted to do that. Excuse me, my throat's really acting up. I wanted to do that this week. And so when I saw they were in the red zone, I said, well, hey, if they score a touchdown, it'll be my live reaction. If they end up just kicking a field goal or if it's a turnover, whatever, like I just won't post it, whatever. 2 plays later was that beautiful throw to DJ Chark in the end zone. And I'm super pumped up about it. My wife makes her YouTube debut and makes a comment. It's funny. It's pretty funny if you want to go back and watch it. So I'm super pumped. And I'm sitting over there and I am putting tags in the video. I'm trying to upload the video just, for people to see and maybe get a chuckle out of and whatever. And I'm like hitting submit to upload the video. And I said to my wife, my words were, because she was sitting on the couch with me. And I said to her, I was like, look at this idiot. I was like, they're really attempting this, I forget, like 66-yard field goal, whatever crazy thing it was. And I'm like, there's no way he's going to make it. And then there actually was a second where I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. It almost looked like he was going to make it, at least to me. And then when Agnew caught it, I literally was like, my words were, yeah, buddy, you're not going to get anything out of this. And I was like telling my wife, like, yeah, nothing's going to happen to this either. And then, like, it was that second broken tackle. As soon as Agnew, like, slipped out of that second tackle, like, we both were, like, freaking out. And I literally, like, lost my voice for most of yesterday because I was, like, screaming so loud and freaking out. And I wish that I would have just kept recording and talking on that last video that I made because that was amazing. So if nothing else from this game, like, I am not super mad about this game because, let's be honest, the Cardinals should have won by like 30 points. If I'm being honest, I never expected this to be a football game. And the fact that we were ahead by 9 points late in the third quarter tells me that the Jaguars are getting better. Every week the Jaguars have gotten better. And I really hope we win against the Bengals because I think that would be an awesome way for Trevor to get his first win. Excuse me. But, yeah, that was awesome. That was an awesome moment. It'll go down in Jaguars history. So, at least this game gave us that. At least it gave us that. Now we'll jump into a little bit of the bad. I am heartbroken over Josh Lambo. I am just completely torn up, devastated, because I love the dude. And he's done. He's done. I would not be shocked if at some point today we see something on Twitter about the Jaguars bringing in another kicker. Because how can we not? I'm pretty sure he's missed every field goal attempt this season. He's been awful. And I don't understand what it is, because he's still like booming his kickoffs. Like, I know it's not his leg. So, like, is it in his mind? I don't know. Is he just finally hit that kicker mental block? Like, it's just, like, it really made me sad when he missed his second PAT after the James Robinson score. And, like, to hear TIA Bank Field, like, boo him as heavily as they were, which I can't blame them. But that made me sad, man. Like, who would ever thought that the bank would be, like, heavily booing Josh Lambo? Like, that sentence doesn't even make sense to me. Sad times. Sad times. Also, I guess because I have a little bit of time, I will jump ahead. I was thinking about making a separate video for this, but I'll just talk about it in this video. The Jaguars have traded CJ Henderson. And, you know, at first I was kind of like, well, once dysfunctional, always dysfunctional, right? You know, you get a cornerback for a 9th overall pick, and you trade him for a 3rd round pick and a tight end who's I never heard of, and apparently we could have gotten him in free agency. But you know what? It's really not Trent Baalke's fault, and it's not Urban Meyer's fault that they have inherited a roster that has been just decimated and depleted because of David Caldwell's drafting over the last 8 years. David Caldwell's drafting, in all honesty, is why the Jaguars are where they are. That's the reason. Taven Bryan, who got a sack yesterday. I mean, go figure. If if we knew that we only had 1 sack on Kyler Murray, you'd say, well, it's probably Josh Allen, or maybe even Caleb Chason actually showed up for once. No, it was Taven Bryan. I couldn't believe it. I almost crapped myself. I couldn't believe it. Taven Bryan over Lamar Jackson and Dallas Goedert, who I wanted in that draft, and our tight end problems would be fixed. But no, what do I know? What do I know? You pick Taven Bryan, CJ Henderson, and Caleb Chason. CJ Henderson is now gone. Caleb Chason has done nothing. And, I mean, I'm just going back the last couple years, but years and years and years of bad drafting have led the Jaguars to this point. It may take a few drafts under Trent Baalke and Urban Meyer for this thing to really shape, unfortunately. And Trevor's going to get through his rookie mistakes. He's going to take his lumps as a rookie. But Trevor's getting better every week. It's obvious. All the people who are saying he's a bust, you're either trolls or you're retarded. Just stop with that, please. The whole we should have drafted Justin Fields. Well, how did he look yesterday? I mean, give me a break. Stop with that, please. If you're trolling, you're not funny. And if you're serious, you're stupid. That's my opinion. Like, subscribe if you love the Jaguars or hate those filthy, rotten Tennessee Titans. Have a wonderful day unless you are a Titans fan. Go Jags.